sånn. Halloen. Da jeg kommet meg over til Laura. Og Laura skal kjøre i gang. Så jeg venter bare til dere klarer å komme dere inn nå. Så vil Laura overta i kveld og snakke. Jeg har fått henne til å spille gitar og skal synge. Så hun vil starte med det. Og så etterpå så vil hun vise det hun maler. Hun har forskjellige typer trommer. Og hvis det noen av dere som har lyst til å kjøpe disse trommene, så kan dere få lov til det. Hun vil si prisene og det hele. No people is coming in. Hello! Nå jeg hos Laura, og jeg har bare begynt å prate. Jeg har fått Laura til hun skal spille gitar og synge når hun åpner opp her. Og så kommer hun til å vise det maleriene sine og de forskjellige trommene som hun har her, som hun har malt. Og hvis det noe dere ønsker å kjøpe hos Laura, så går det an å få kjøpe hos henne, eller bestille ifra henne. Laura hun skal til Norge nå i august, og hun skal til Bergen. Og hun en som driver med tarot reading og psychic reading. Så hvis det noen som ønsker å møte Laura i Bergen, så går det an å få avtalt tid med henne. Rett og slett. Sant? Hun skal legge kort for oss, men det blir sikkert på slutten. Så vi må vente til klokka rett tid, at hun der, at Laura begynner for tidlig å underholde. Så vi får se hva som skjer i dag. Så håper dere får en kjempeflott stund her sammen med Laura. For hun kan også prate, det jeg helt sikker på. Jeg sa da jeg får hilse på Laura. Si hei. Hey to Laura.
Hi.
Here is Laura.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here today. And thank you for inviting me here today.
Oh, Laura, she is a wonderful woman. And she is so strong in her spirit. And she will take you on a journey this evening with playing on her guitar and sing and showing you the way into her painting and the drumming. And she's drumming also.
Yes.
She will take the energy and you will enjoy yourself, you see. And then if anybody want anything from her, buy a drum picture, get in touch with her, or want a reading with her, you can take it through me or directly to Laura. It's not a problem at all. She can even speak some Norwegian word.
Jeg snakker litt norsk.
You see? She
Bare litt
can.
norsk.
Yeah. She's so good. And she's going often to Norway and visit. She loves Norway.
Ja.
And the old Viking, you know. So I've taken on my right Viking dress today. Så vi får se hva det blir. Laura, hun skikkelig en norsk viking. Hun bare født her borte. Så da syns jeg vi kan bare la Laura få slippe til, og så sitter jeg bare her borte i en sofa, og så får dere lytte og høre på hva Laura forteller. For i dag, today is
New moon.
It's new moon.
Yeah, about now actually, time-wise, I
Yeah.
think.
1 hour about, it's new moon here. And that will be a card reading for the new moon and what is coming in. So be intention. So Laura, here is, take it.
Oh, tusen tack.
You see, she can. Is it right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi everybody. Thank you. There we go. Right. So, hi. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, I'm going to start with a song because it's a good way to just get the energy going and move things forward. And this song is called Priestess, and it's about connecting with your own divine spirit in the forest or wherever you are in the world, just being with who you are and finding power in that. So I'm going to sing that for you now. And then we're going to do some drumming, maybe a little visualization with that and a new moon card. And as you can see, there's lots of animals and dragons around me, literally and metaphysically. And we'll talk about that in a minute as well. So this song is called Priestess. I call you in, Mother Moon, and you're spiraling in the forest, and I find my peace in your arms, the promise of release. No priestess of the wild, wild ways, you journey through the heart of my days. No priestess of the wild within, you are the heart of my longing. Shine your light, open the way so clear, and through this storm now walk without fear. Turn the wheel, call your power in, and a cycle ends for a new to begin. No priestess of the wild, wild ways, you journey through the heart of my days. No priestess of the wild within, you are the heart of my longing. 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 Yay!
Oh, it was amazing!
Oh, thank
what a
you.
voice you have!
Thank you.
Oh.
I just thought that's a nice song to sing to empower people, especially going through these times of like finding your own strength and shining your light and getting the wisdom from wherever you get your wisdom from to help you move forward. So thank you.
It was so great, Laura. Thank you so much.
The cats aren't so sure. They're like, the cats were like not sure about Mummy singing right now.
You have a beautiful voice.
Oh,
that really is taking the energy, Laura.
Thank you, thank you. So thank you for listening. So what we'll do, shall we start with the drums or do some drumming, or should we do some,
Yeah.
try to think of all the things I want. I'm like a toy.
Get the energy working.
Yeah, like a
Get
child
it
in a toy shop, all the things I want to play with you guys.
Yeah.
So I thought I've got lots of drums around me. The room is actually filled with drums, but I wanted to share with you the first drum that I ever painted. So I started painting drums back in 2012 or 2013. I've been drumming for longer, but I was literally terrified at painting a drum.
Actually, Laura, it was one that was asking, what kind of painting are you using for
what
the
paints?
drum?
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
use.
So I use just general, normal acrylics. You know, it's not a fancy paint, just acrylics which you can get in any shop. I would advise, if you're going to paint your drum, don't put too thick a layer on. Just in this has been done since 2012, and I play this drum all the time, and it doesn't come off. That's the thing. But what I do is I spray varnish. So you spray the varnish on. Don't use, if you're going to paint your drums, don't use liquid varnish because it's too thick. This is just
what kind of material is this? Skin?
Yeah, this is a vegan drum actually.
Oh, it's a vegan.
Yeah, and I've got a reindeer skin drum there. That's a vegan dragon up there. A vegan dragon. That's
It's
funny.
so sweet, this dragon drum.
Yes, I
Laura.
painted that at the beginning of this year. Maybe it's my little guide to get you through this year. And then Loki, I'll show you. I'll move the camera a bit to show you Loki. Yeah. He's a bit of a naughty one. There we go.
It's a wolf.
Yeah. These two do not get on. They're like they're not friends. They fight. And Loki sometimes has been known to throw himself off the wall. If he's in my old house, he just didn't like it, so he threw himself off. He's a character. He likes the ladies. So if you ever come drumming with me, he likes the ladies. And that's a deer skin drum. And yeah, so if you are vegan, or this is a good choice. That one's and also, even if you aren't, and the thing is with skin drums is when it gets cold and damp, they get quite farty. That's the official term. They're quite loose. And with the synthetic ones, if you're going to be out in the rain or the cold, they're always fine to drum with. So I like having all of them, really. So yeah, this is my first drum that I painted, my girl, yeah, you can, if you want to paint your own drums, you can. Acrylic paint and spray varnish is good. If you would like me to paint them, I'll tell you later how you can get a drum from me as well. So what I thought we'd do is maybe call in our guides with the drums. Is that a good thing? We can, whatever you're in, whether you're into any guides that you're interested in, angels, ancestors, or power animals, whatever it is that you like. We're going to do some drumming. We're going to call the energy. It's new moon. Let's kind of really shine our light and get the energy going for this new moon. Let's do it with cat power. You might see I've got cat tattoo. We're just cat obsessed around here. So let's bring this energy up. And whatever you're doing, just listen to that. Let the drum guide you. Let it take you where you need to go right now. I won't tell you where you have to go. You go wherever. I know you guys know what you're doing. But just think of calling in the guides that you'd like to take on this journey. And maybe start thinking or bringing in the things you would like this new moon to be for you. Okay, so do a little drum, maybe like a few minutes. Not too long, but just to get the energy going. Are you ready? So just let that energy just go through you, and I hope that brought some energy and power. It's got quite a big voice, this, for a little, they've got quite a loud voice, these ones. Yeah, so...
A different voice of all of them.
Yeah, I could play all of them, but I won't bore you with all. But this is a 22-inch one over there. That's deep as anything. And then this one's really quiet, little dragon up there. And then, all they've got different voices. And, you know, this is, I think people think, oh, they want a skin drum, which is definitely lovely. You can connect with them. But, you know, when you get these, you know, they are machine made or whatever. When you get them, you kind of go, then you connect with them, you paint them, you build your friendship, and this is more alive than a lot of the other drums that you have. So yeah, so in that energy that we've just kind of called and created, maybe it's a good time to do our card for the new moon. Now we've all kind of called in our guides and called in our energy. What I'll do is I'll pick a tarot card and also an oracle card. So I always think it's like a bit of good cop, bad cop. The tarot tells you how it is. And the oracle goes,
nothing to hide behind.
Yeah, the tarot goes, boom, there you go. And the oracle card goes, well, you could deal with it in a nice way. So we'll go with the Druid Craft Tarot. If you can, a well-loved deck. This is for us all that are watching now, all that are here and present for this new moon, for this new cycle. So it's new moon in Cancer. So the energy of the heart and the home and the hearth, and what we emotionally treasure and what we want to grow this next few weeks. Okay. They pull two. They're nice ones though, it's fine. It's the Six of Cups is where we have for now. I think that's very Cancerian feeling. It's a nice, beautiful innocence and returning to the gentle time. There's a gentle, sweeter energy. It's a time of reflecting, of course, but finding, I love this kind of sense of rediscovering the innocence, the inner child, and working with your inner child and letting your inner child play, because your inner child probably knows a lot more what they need than maybe your outer adult at this time and at any time. So it's finding the joy and the playfulness. We've had so much stress, so much stuff, and if you can find the joy of you might have done some work with your inner child, allow them to play and allow them to say, you know what, I love doing this, I love going horse riding, or I love kind of playing guitar, or what do you want to because that will light up so much within you, reflecting on when times were that kind of magical and your cups did overflow. Again, it could be also remembering the time, remembering the past, but I think this is not a kind of a sad remembering the past. I think it's getting the treasures from the past and bringing them back for you now. So I feel like really honouring that inner child, really honouring that little boy, girl, or whatever within, and what they need at this new moon and what they would love to do, what makes them excited, and follow that, because I feel like there'll be much more sense coming from that than kind of thinking logically. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles, so it's almost like I was saying, you know, heart and home. Ten of Pentacles represents the stability and the structure and finances and kind of so build your foundations in a strong way. This new moon, there's opportunities, I think. What I get the feeling is like we've all kind of been in this storm and emotionally, and it's giving us a chance to build I'm sort of seeing it like the brickwork of where you want to go next. So put strong foundations down for where you want to be next. Who's your family? Not literally, probably, maybe, but your soul family. Who do you want around you? I don't know about you guys, but I found through lockdown my tolerance of stuff was really gone down for falseness or for things that aren't real, because you spent more time on your own and you kind of more aligned with what's right and what's not. So I feel like at the moment it's a good time to build new structures, to be strong. It's a good time to be with people that make you strong, but also to invoke that inner child. And you need to be in a strong place for your inner child to feel safe as well. But it's a good thing for money. It's a good strong time for building your work, your career, your business. So think where you want to be business wise in a few years time, a few weeks time. Think where, and put those foundations down. I'm not being all hippie as well. It can be just business work, where you want your work to go, where you want your money to go, where you want to live, and really allow your dreaming side to inspire the plans that you make. So that wasn't so bad for the tarot, was it? We did all right. We did good there.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull 2 more just because I can't. I'm going to pull a goddess card for us all and a spirit animal card for us all. Just because I just want everything to come out. I love these. Have you seen these cards? They're so nice.
No, I haven't.
Spirit of the animals.
Yeah.
I like them. They're pretty, very pretty animal cards. So this is for the new moon for us all. What animal energy is going to help us move forward? Oh, good. Hummingbird.
Oh,
Sweetness is miracles.
Oh, yeah,
miracles.
So sweet.
So beautiful. And so like the nectar of life. And it's just nice little words on this. Also, miracles is what it's called. So I think we all would like that. That would be fab. Thank you. And it says, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. So nice. Spread the miracle of happiness. So I feel like that goes so well with this. Like these two together just feel so beautiful that you're kind of blessed with positivity and love and nurturing. And that sweetness that you kind of flutter around and share with others is going to bring miracles in. So nice. So it's some gentle, I think the Cancer New Moon's bringing some gentle messages for us all. I think we need that. That is no more harshness, thank you. But we've got a goddess card to come, so we could still have some harshness. It's all the things, guys, all the things.
Crossing everything.
Everything, yeah. It's all been so nice. Oh. Okay, new moon energy. Which energy goddess would like to speak? Oh, of course. Sekhmet.
Oh.
Of course Sekhmet would like to speak. I love it. I love it. So she is fierce. It says anger and rage. We'll ignore that now. And what is divine anger? And I think releasing any feelings of not pressing the anger down. It's very hard, isn't it, sometimes to do that, especially like with spiritual. We're trying to if there's anger issues coming up at the moment, at the situation, at the confusion you're feeling, it's channeling it healthily and it's sort of coming into your power. So it's not hiding how you truly feel. So I think it's not only just anger or whatever, I actually feel it's desire and passion and your lust for life. It's coming to the foreground. So even though it's new moon, we've got a very solar, fiery energy coming up here. So it's saying be fierce. Be fierce. It's like there's a lot of beauty and warmth here, but also the need to remember who you are, what you're doing, and to kind of keep in that, it's not a time of fluffiness in the outer world. So it's like channeling that power really strongly. But I always feel really protected with Sekhmet around. That's why I have like the painting behind me, because I feel that energy is like that fire, like don't mess. So maybe call in Sekhmet if you're feeling anytime anxious or unsure of where you're going or not. It could be a real sense of protection. But also, if you are struggling with anger issues, like I think a lot of people are, like we don't know how to express it healthily, maybe connecting with Sekhmet to help you transmute any anger into creativity and passion. And I think when you do that, like the life force just flows, doesn't it? It's like, yeah. So, fierce but not terrible, we're good.
But there's something to work with, maybe to get release. What we not see that is around us, and what is lying in our DNA coding that maybe we can release in this new moon.
I think that'd be amazing energy, because I feel like for me as well that if you have that anger or something that's repressed, it just makes you depressed. You just you can't move forward past something, and once that's released or dealt with,
dark block, just stopping you from everything.
Stopping you. It's just heavy, isn't it? It's heavy. And this is just like that fire is just transmuted. And I think Natalie is saying I saw a cloud-like shape like hummingbird yesterday. So that's good. That's so good. So you've got lionesses to help you with anger and passion, and then hummingbirds to kind of bring that sweetness. So you've got the sugar and the spice there as well. Oh, that was nice. So reminder, we've got the hummingbird, power animal, Sekhmet, 6 of Cups, so inner harmony, beauty, nourishing the inner child, and building strong foundations for your future. Yes, good. Good job we didn't get the tower and all that. No, we know it's necessary, but we're all a bit like, we've done enough tower times already this year. So yeah, that's, and obviously just a little snippet of a look at what's coming up, but good to maybe think about over this new moon, like some things to think about.
And also Tomorrow we will be working, with cutting energy. So we will for sure get into this anger energy that is coming up with this new moon.
Okay.
To release it so that the inner child can get more room.
Great.
To get out.
That's perfect, isn't it? So
yeah.
you guys are going to be working with that anyway. So rah. Rah.
Yeah.
That's my official take on it all. Rah. So yeah, I think I should do a little bit talking maybe about the drums. Maybe? Yeah. If anything else, or anything. I mean, okay. No, I won't. I'll start from the beginning. So I'll just tell maybe you guys because I've got lots of different things and it could be a bit confusing. So I won't go on for ages about me, don't worry. But I'm just a little bit of a description of where I come from and how this all came together, and then I can share with you some bits and bobs. So how I work is very pagan, it's very witchy and shamanic, and I started all of this doing tarot readings in London
when I was a little bit younger.
Bit younger than today.
Yeah. Back in time.
Yeah, 2004. About 2004, I think. I think that's about then. And I started doing tarot readings in Camden Market in London. And the thing is, from doing tarot readings, I was opened up to the whole sort of pagan and Wiccan world. And to me, when I first discovered all of that, to kind of not angry 24-year-old, but very confused 24-year-old that I was at the time, it was just like coming home. My soul just felt like, the first time I walked into a ritual or a ceremony, I couldn't believe how at home and at peace I felt. The scents, the smells of the incense, and just the sense of calling that divine energy in was just, oh my gosh, it was just so saving. And so I became obviously a trained as Wiccan, and I've done some shamanic training, but it was that initial feeling of this is it, we've all had it when we've had those moments of realising there's so much more to life and you feel that you're at home. So I went on to doing a lot of work on a psychic TV show, which I still work for sometimes, because of my high priestess at the time, she was like really media witch. We ended up doing lots of media stuff. I was like little witchling following behind going So we did lots of TV stuff and magazines really early on. But then she did kind of say to me, if you don't do it, who's going to do it? Sometimes it'd be the people that don't give the spiritual world a good rep might go out and do it. So we ended up doing a lot of that kind of stuff. But I've always been an artist. Like I went to art college in Cornwall in the UK, where I met a lot of Norwegians. That's where my love of Norway came from as well, because half of Norway seemed to be in Falmouth at the time. So it's that where my love of Norway came in as well. And painting, and then when I started working spiritually, connecting spirit and art was the magic. And doing journeys and rituals and painting what you see is just my favourite thing. So throughout my time in London, I was learning training and doing witchy stuff and painting, and then I felt after a few years that I had to come to Glastonbury. Had to get out of London. The call of Avalon was strong, as I know that you've been feeling.
Yeah, it is.
I meant to move back to Cornwall, but I got stuck halfway and stayed in Avalon, and that's seven years ago now. So since then my art has bloomed, because I think in London everything was too small and stressful. So my art and my shamanic work, so I do paintings of power animals and goddesses and all that sort of thing, and I started painting drums again, as I mentioned, in 2012, and I send drums all over the world at the moment. I paint them. I send to America, Australia, Europe, anywhere in the world I paint them. And if you'd like me to paint you a drum and we can work on something that's right for you, you are welcome. For either I can get a drum for you here, like I've got drum maker friends who make amazing drums, or obviously get you a vegan one, or you can send me your drum. Like, it's absolutely up to you, and the price range is around about £200 to £300 depending on the size of your drum. So and what you kind of want doing. So yeah, and those drums will be lasting you for life, and if they don't, then I always say that I will paint them again or retouch them for free. So they're always going to be there for you. And if you're interested in getting your power animal or a deity or something that you love painted on your drum by myself, there's loads of, if you go to lauradalligan-art.com, as most of my commissions are on there, and I've done about 50 odd drums, 60, 70, I don't know, a lot of drums, and they're all on there, so you can get a feel for the different kind of things if that's what you like. But I mean, working with power animals has definitely been don't know, a big part of my life. And I was actually, sorry, could you pass me those ones? Sorry, I'm going to grab them.
Oh,
that's all right.
Oh, no,
I'll get them. It's all right. There's so many of them.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
That's right. So you got a bit of a view of my arse then. I do apologise, everyone. But Cam. So I'm going to go through some of these paranormal paintings because it's.
But I just say something.
Sorry.
For all everybody that wants something from Laura, I can set up. Just send me, and I set up the webpage for Laura. So any question you can ask me, I can send you forward to Laura to get her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Sorry.
If it's drumming
special
or
camera
painting or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Special camera angles there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got lots of prints on my website as well. So
I can lay it all.
Yeah, just lots of stuff if you and so. These ones are a bit of a series. It's an ongoing project, possibly an oracle deck in the making. I'm hoping it's and just connecting. They've all come through in journeys, and it started with this one, Spirit Deer, and it was when I've not long moved into Glastonbury, and I had the typical Glastonbury breakdown that you get when you come here, dump your boyfriend, you know. Do have a breakdown as you do, because it's what this place does to you. No, not really.
It is. It's heavy to be here. You need to fight to be here.
Yeah, it cracks you open, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what this painting was. It was like cracking open and seeing that it was okay to be vulnerable, and that like it was her eyes that were shining in the dark that were just conveying the vulnerability and the emotion, and that I'd probably put lots of walls up and was afraid to be vulnerable and afraid to let anyone see how I felt or be with it. And she was there in the dark with these eyes that were shining, and it was that strength in vulnerability.
How much do you take for this small painting?
Oh, so you can get, I mean, the prints of them are about £10-20.
Yeah. That is cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap as print. I know, I should put their prices up. But the prints of these are about £10-20. I'm keeping the originals mainly because I'm going to make them into an oracle deck. But I'm happy to paint something for you guys if you want. I won't go through all of them, but I might do, we'll see. I've got a jaguar, and this is about anger as well. It was about releasing the anger that was scary to release, and to feel that anger and to feel that power of the anger coming through. So it's about shape-shifting as well. I have a lot of shape-shifting dreams, and when I dance, it's like jaguar shape-shifting. I'll just go through some of them, I won't go through all of them. There's ones, oh yeah, that one's not finished yet. This one also is one, the healing horse.
Oh, it was beautiful.
You know, his face is very much in this time of going through healing and having this kind of horse energy, understanding the need for the healing and the emotional healing. And then on the other side of the stick,
but it's quite a lot of horse energy here in UK, because you have the white horses.
Yeah. We have all the chalk horses on the hills. So yeah, Epona and Rhiannon and the horse gods and goddesses are really, and it's white
still
horses.
Living,
they're still living, and the people
can
still
see
paint the chalk on the hills for them. There's still that. We love horses. We love them. And when I was feeling not very safe, I painted this one, Mama Bear, and she's been like, gonna put some runes in there. I think some runes, and on the corner there under a claw, and she was being protective at the time. So I've done loads more. I won't go through. You can see it on my website. There's plenty. I don't think
you also have done some really big.
Oh yeah.
Have you been showing?
I want you to take you upstairs really back. It'll be really hard because I've got 2 massive dragon paintings in my bedroom. Like,
okay.
Take you upstairs.
We will end in bed with
We'll end in bed with me.
It's
quite. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. So I'll show you this one. This is I'll turn the camera around. Yeah. So we go from the small to the
really big one.
I don't know if you can see on that one. Yeah. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No, I was right in the first place. There we go. So this is sort of the medicine woman or the shaman of the marshes around here, and there's lots of herons, and so she came when I was jogging down by the marshes quite a lot. So
and she also bearing a shell in the front.
Yes. So there's a couple of big ones. Or I could take you around the house, but the internet might go, and you might see my washing up.
I can walk with the internet. Busy.
I can take you upstairs.
We're doing Laura crazy today, you know.
I'm trying to think if I left any like dirty underwear out so you can go around the house and go like, oh my
It's
god.
hanging down.
But yeah, there's loads of massive. I really like the dragon ones, but I love doing massive paintings now. I've got obsessed with they have to be that big. And where are they going to go? Like, not many people need massive paintings, but I just love the energy of getting a massive painting and just kind of going for it. Yeah, I'll show you I'll share some prints of pictures, scans of the massive dragons. There's a fire dragon and an ice dragon in there. They are huge. I'm like, what can I show you next? All the things. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely my passion in my life to paint, to mix my spirituality with music and with art. It's just the happiest thing, and I think
it's mostly animals.
Yeah,
and animal with
people. We usually don't have just people. People.
No. Oh my god! What they do with these people here?
Not so many people. Actually, we've got there's a commission for a book cover up here. I'll take your book here, which is Njord and Skadi, the Norse gods. So can we see that? So we've got Njord. He's a bit more handsome than Njord's meant to be, but I wanted to paint a handsome man, so you know. So there's a book cover about Njord and Skadi. She's the winter goddess. So I put them upside down because they didn't really get on very well.
Oh my god!
Because she's an ice maiden, and he. Oh, so if I can turn it around, but it's all it would be very exciting. But do you want to hold that?
Yeah.
So
there we go.
Obviously, Cobweb the cat is the most important thing in this.
So, yeah, it's a cat.
So you've got the female Skadi, the ice maiden.
I was thinking the female should be up.
She has been for a long time. I thought actually it's about time that I put her back up again. Yeah.
Let the man be on the top. No.
They've been on the top too long. And then the most important thing is where is he? There, Cobweb. Yeah, the cat.
So, the cat Laura have had for
on the wall.
12 years. She have 2 cats that have been living, and he is the boss. I can tell you that.
He is the boss. We'll put the woman up on top.
Yeah. Not let the man take control. Not. We need.
This is like walkabout. Hope I'm not making you feel travel sick with all of this wandering around the place. So I've been like doing magical book covers and things as well, which is really nice. But that's my painting. And something else that I was going to share with you is what I call myself is a red witch. And you have green witch, white witch, black witch, and it wasn't a conscious thing that I thought I will create my own way of doing things, which was definitely not conscious. It was basically at the beginning. It was because there was lots of people called Laura, and they went, which Laura? Oh, Laura the Red Witch, because I always had red hair and a witch. And that just became my nickname. But as time's gone on, I've realised it's blimmin' accurate for how I live my life and how I am. As much as I'd love to be a green witch, I'm not very good at cooking, and, you know.
Yeah, so the Red Witch is about
fire and passion and creativity and live. And I'm an Aries, so I live the fiery, but not in a bad way. Just in a living your passions and being inspired by creativity and facing those fears. Like I'm a fire dancer as well, and to be honest, I'm super happy when I have fire in my hands. You can be whoever you want to be when you've got a lot of fire in your hands, because it taps into that power. And I've taught dance classes with fire to people because I think no matter who you are, it's so empowering to hold fire, to hold even just a little bit of fire in your hands. People just go, oh, wow, because that rush and that passion and that power and that strength that it shows you that you can do this, you can work with a raw, powerful element. So I teach people to connect with fire for dance and for ritual as well, because it is a transformative thing. And so the idea, even though the name Red Witch just came out of just common sense, because it was a nickname, but it became something that I realised a few years ago that was completely apt, that my magic comes from being creative, from being passionate, and from maybe kind of working with those fiery elements more. So it's nice nice to work out that that's something that is real. And I think that Marvel Comics has made a Red Witch in their things. I'm like, ugh. But no, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, all these things that if it was not so dark and I had more space, I'd do some fire for you as well. But
oh my God.
maybe another day. Maybe another day. Yeah, I do adore fire. So yeah, there's I've got a fire sword, which I think is like this power of sovereignty, of real.
Have you this sword here?
It could be in the car, or it could be in the... I'm trying to work out where it is. I was using it the week. And I think it might be in the car.
Yeah.
But it's not very exciting to look at with that. It's just a black, because it's been singed by lots of fire. But it's just this whole, when it's on fire though, it's this whole massive and it's just so good to hold that and to be in that place of power and be able to direct it and respect it. Obviously you have to respect fire, there's no messing. And when you do, and I find fire teaches me, like when I'm aware that I'm not respecting my boundaries in life and then I do a fire show, I get burned. I never get burned, but only if my boundaries, if I've not been strong, the fire tells me. So it's to love it, to work with it, but to respect it. And also it will tell you when you're not in your power yourself. And I don't often get burned at all, touch wood, with it. But there's one time last year I did, and it was because I wasn't in my power and respecting myself. So having that sort of fiery energy with you is a massive teacher. It's and to be respected, but yeah, and to know how things can get out of control very easily if you don't respect it. So that is a lot. So basically, I've kind of shared all the things at you in quite a quick succession, but I hope that was kind of fun and useful. And if you're interested in anything that I do, then you're welcome to ask any questions now or another time, or a later date as well. Anything else I could talk about? Anything else? Trying to think of anything else I could share with you guys. Oh, I know one more thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got another thing.
Yeah.
I also run online courses as well. So no matter where you are in the world, I do totem animal, so finding your power animal, working with power animal courses. I do goddess awakening courses. I've got the mug to sponsor it right now, actually. So you work with 8 different archetypes of the goddess. This one's going to be starting at the end of August, this one. So we do a week with the mother, the maiden, then the wild woman, then the lover, then the warrior, then the queen, the dark goddess, and then the crone. So we do a week with each energy and we connect with the 8 archetypes over 8 weeks. So that's something I'm doing in August. If you're interested in joining, that would be awesome to have you with us.
And I also know that you do the tarot course also.
Yes, I've just finished it for this time, but we're doing it again in autumn. So I teach a tarot as well, which I love doing, because when people learn the tarot, it's just opens so many doors for them. Even if they don't want to use it for divination purposes, which people generally do. But every time I go over the cards, I don't know if you feel the same, you learn something else, don't you? Like no matter how many times you've read, every time even though I teach a course on it, I find out something different about the cards. So it's a lifelong journey to connect with the cards. But if you're interested in reading the tarot as well, I do teach that. Yes,
also,
yes.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah, and I also know that Laura have just starting learning a new instrument.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that for you guys. I wouldn't put you through it. I got obsessed with medieval instruments. So I've got a lyre and a cantella. I love them so much. I hug them most days. I just love them. I think it's something nice about handmade instruments. I just want to hug them. But another time I'll bother you with that. I won't do it because I'm just learning at the moment. But I love it. I just do. Yeah.
It gets you more in touch with your feeling.
Yeah. It's like the lyre. I'll just play you some notes. I'm not going to play it properly because...
how is it's going into your voice? Do you feel it's going deeper into your voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. That you can express your... Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm just new to this. Yeah, you just get the idea. And the other day it was thundering and raining. It's so elemental. I just went and sat outside and played in the thunder. And it was just like, I did record it on my phone because I was like, oh, this is epic. Not that I was playing epically. I'm not saying, sorry, Copper, the cat freaked out then. It's more emotional, it's more heart, isn't it, than a guitar? Sorry, Cobbs. But I was out just playing in the thunder and it was just so magical. I just want to take it round. I might take it to Norway and just go around the waterfalls and just play with my little lyre. It's my plan, guys. If you see some crazy English person with a lyre, it's probably me.
Red hair. Look up for the red.
It's like, oh gosh, the English have arrived. Oh. But yeah, so it is more for the heart. Like, I love my guitar. I don't hug my guitar every day. These two are just heart instruments, and I think more elemental and natural. So yeah.
So,
shall I pass you back, or do you want to come over? Pass you back?
so
There we go.
then we have heard about Laura and her life. Så jeg er helt fascinert. Jeg er helt borte vekk her. Jeg sitter og hører på Laura. Så da håper jeg dere har hatt en fortreffelig kveld her. Og da har vi fått spor hva vi skal jobbe med i morgen. I morgen er det altså jobbing tilbake igjen med energiene og kutte. Og da fikk vi opp at denne nymånen handler om at det er mye sinne vi må forløse. Så finn frem de største saksene og knivene dere har, og har dere sverd, så legg dem klar til morgenkveld, for da skal vi gå inn i det svarte sinnet som står foran oss. Og husk meg på at det minner meg om det, hvis jeg skulle glemme å snakke om det. For det er sinnet som blokkerer oss fra å komme inn i kjærligheten. Og i morgen kveld jobber. Nå ønsker jeg dere en skikkelig flott kveld, sant? Og så snakkes vi. Og hvis det er noe dere kunne tenke dere å enten kjøpe eller gjøre et kurs eller noe med henne, Laura, så er det bare å gi beskjed. Og om så er reading i Norge. August er måneden for det da. Bergen. Da snakkes vi. Får ikke kose dere. Ha det.